Is the Aurora Rabbit Season 1 review. Warning, this series is unsuitable for residents of the Isle of Portland, Dorset, where rabbits are considered such bad luck due to the belief the boundary caused landslides and local quarries that it is taboo to ever say the word rabbit, let alone see one. Admittedly, however, if you have read beyond the title, chances are this warning doesn't bother you and you just wait to insert some related trivia in this article. What is the Order Rabbit we describe as a slice of life series? There's plenty of stuff in this comedy that is not what you normally expect to find in your today in today goings on. And goings begins with a girl named Kokoa Hoto, a student who is moved to a town in Japan that is built in a European style. She gets lost on the way in her accommodation, so so stops off at the cafe, Rabbit House, partly to get her bearings, but mainly in the real hope of cuddling some rabbits. However, the cafe only has one bunny in it, Tipi, a very fluffy Angora rabbit, who normally sits upon the head of Chief Kafu, granddaughter of a rabbit house owner who works there as a waitress. It turns out that it's actually the place Kokoa is going to be staying, where Kokoa is not just boarding there when she attends the local school, but also doing chores around the place too. She quickly gets a job as a waitress at Rabbit House, despite not being able to tell different coffees apart by taste. Kokoa and Chino are not the only people working there. There is also Rize Tadeza, another student working part-time at the Rabbit House. Rize comes from a wealthy military family. As a result, she is obsessed with anything to do with the military, including carrying model guns in her person. Even when she makes latte art drawings in the coffee she serves, she draws tanks and fighters planes in the customers' drinks. Meanwhile, Chino's father, Takahiro, runs Rabbit House at night when it becomes a fire. Kokoa also makes friends with other people around town. One of her classmates, Chiya Uchimatsu, is a waitress at a Japanese-style coffee shop called Amaosa-an, where she serves confectionery. She gives odd names living next door to Chiya as Ciaro Kirima, a classmate of Rize's and who works as a waitress at Flor de la Pin, a cafe specializing in herbal tea. Chiaro is also scared of rabbits. She doesn't like others know where she is, and acts drunk when she consumes too much caffeine. The series follows all five girls as they make their way during life, enjoy each other's company, and improve their lives. Along the way, the girls embrace Kokoa's love of baking, make friends with a local novelist who works under the name Aoyama Blue Mountain, as well as Chino's classmates Maya and Megu, who occasionally help out at Rabbit House and spend many hours having fun together. There is also the other working issue regarding Tipi. When Kokoa first meets him and Chino, she thinks Tipi speaks by Chino using ventriloquism. As the story progresses, it appears Tipi is a reincarnation of Chino's dead grandfather, something that Kokoa may have got involved in when she was younger. The best feature of Is the Order Rabbit is a comedy. Each of the central characters has their own style of humor to bring to the series. Coco is silly and obsessed with hugging just about anything fluffy, with an added little sister complex, meaning that she wants younger to like her. This balances well with Chino, who, despite being the youngest of the characters, is actually the most mature in the gang, acting as a kind of straight woman. Rize is my favorite personal favorite. Her lovable and thinks military, adding a bit of authority to this generally cute and cozy show. Chia's habit of giving oddness to her dishes gives her some laughs, as well as the fact that she is physically weak and gets tired out whenever there is anything physical that needs doing. Ciara's many other behavior traits, including her rapiphobia, puberty, and her reaction to caffeine, make her entertaining too. As mentioned, the character of TP does add a bit of fantasy to the story with the idea that he is a reincarnation of Chino's grandfather. This is not the only oddity in the series. The other one being the fact that these girls drinks a heck of a lot of coffee, but generally have some of coffee-related problems. You never expect to see when you drink a lot of stuff, and it doesn't mean Chiaro's drunken moments. There are scenes at night where you see Chino in her pajamas, while it is getting close to bedtime, where she's still drinking coffee. At no point do you see any of these girls acting all weird and the stuff. Aside from the comedy, the other main appeal of the series is the artwork. The backgrounds and landscapes of the series are particularly good. The drawings of the European-style buildings added to the overall kawaii feeling of the series. While much of it is based on the French style, while supermarkets in the style being called supermarché, there are other styles too, with Amaosa-an being depicted in a more traditional Japanese style. When it comes down to the release, MMVM's collection in the first series is very limited. In this one disc Blu-ray collection, there's only a Japanese language dub available, but the only extras are Texas opening and closing. The songs used are performed by the cast themselves. The opening Daydream Cafe is performed by the Petted Rabbits, who are the five main voice actors in the show. The ending Pop and Jump is performed by Chimamitai, which consists of the actors for Chino, Maya, and Megu. The personally my favorite of the two is The Aura Rabbit. It's a fun series with many nice and cute art that credits to its theme. There's also more to look forward to. It's a 42 series that the show have been made. I'm happy to be a return customer. 8 over 10.